Welcome back to the beautiful Vienna. I am happy to bring you to another couple of festive days in the Austrian capital and show you another absolutely beautiful and iconic hotel, the Sacher. Right by the Opera House and Albertina Museum, the Sacher is an absolute institution in Vienna with such a classical Viennese style and with a family history that goes back nearly 150 years. Early in the afternoon, we checked into our suite, named after the famous Peter Grimes opera. The whole room is beautifully decorated, and besides a tiered stand with sweets and fruit, we were also welcomed with custom embroidered pillowcases with our names, which is such a fine touch that shows how so very welcomed you can expect to be at the Sacher. Our suite had views to some of the most iconic monuments in Vienna, and in particular to the Opera House, the Albertina Museum, and the Hofburg Palace, all of them glowing perfectly in the dim autumnal afternoon light. Even the bathroom was so luxurious, and I made right there and then a point to have a fully relaxing bubble bath later in my stay. After getting settled in, we went on a tour of the hotel. If it is today one of the central points in Vienna for many visitors, it is much in part thanks to Anna Sacher, who took on management after her husband, the founder, died and made it one of the most coveted hotels in Vienna for royals and high society guests. It is here that you can find the original Sacher Torte, which was in fact created before the hotel itself by her father-in-law. Besides the Café Sacher, the hotel also has a couple other restaurants as well as a beautiful bar, which I will show later. One of the main traditions of the hotel since its inception has been the embroidering of some of its most distinguished guests' autographs on a special tablecloth on display. The other main tradition, naturally, is the original Sacher Torte that anyone can have at the Café Sacher. It is open to the public every day, but hotel guests are specially treated with priority tables to enjoy this iconic Viennese cake. For dinner, we went to the Rote Bar, one of the hotel restaurants serving very traditional Austrian and Viennese food, immersed in an intimate environment with live piano music, all in the most stylish Viennese fashion. After starting with a pancake with mushroom as an amuse-bouche, we then shared a marinated trout for entree, which was not only beautifully plated, but also absolutely delicious. For mains, we went with a grilled pike perch fillet and a very traditional tafelspitz or boiled beef, along with horseradish and Viennese potatoes for a most traditional meal. We finished off with the most delicious nashi pear tarte tatin and a selection of the softest and richest ice creams, a perfect way to end our amazing dinner. As it was still relatively early in the evening, we decided on going on a walk around the city center just a couple of minutes away to admire the very festive spirit of the streets beautifully illuminated and the central Christmas market around the Stephansdom. If you are not yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more beautiful hotels and exploration of amazing places in Europe that I will bring on my upcoming videos. Also, be sure to check my digital travel guide to Vienna, where I share all my best recommendation of hotels, Christmas markets, and the best activities in Vienna around Christmas. You can find a link on the description box of this video. After an hour of slow-paced walking around the center of Vienna, we came full circle back to Sacher, where our cozy suite awaited us with a few nice treats, all set up for a good night's sleep. The next morning brought blue skies, and after a cup of coffee admiring the views of a very calm Vienna, we got ready to go down for breakfast. As nothing is short of the most classical luxury in the Sacher, the breakfast is served in this most amazing ample room with bright chandeliers hanging from the ceiling and marble-cladded walls. After eating our warm savory dishes, we went for a sweet treat from the buffet that is abundant in some of the most iconic Austrian cakes and where the original Sacher Torte is the star of this beautiful array of options. There is even a small stand for kids with special treats and coloring books to keep them entertained at the table. After breakfast, we went to this most beautiful grand signature suite, fully and beautifully decorated for Christmas for a very special demonstration. Our task was to learn and then replicate the process of decorating the original Sacher Torte, from putting the apricot initial glaze to then finishing with the melted chocolate shiny glaze. The actual making of the torte and its recipe is a secret known by only a few people, but it was so nice to be able to decorate our own torte, one of the thousand they make every day to serve at their cafe or to ship to all over the world.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary.
In the end of this amazing experience, we could bring home our own Sacher Torte in its iconic wooden box with our own names engraved in each.
So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh, come peasant king to.
Before lunch, there was still time to make a quick trip for some tea shopping that I had already planned at the beautiful paper and tea store, a stop that I strongly recommend for any tea lover spending a few days in Vienna. We then went for a light and delicious lunch at one of the Sacher's cafes, the Café Étage, located right above the Sacher shop and with a very Viennese cafe decoration. After lunch, we went to the very refined and soberly decorated Blaue Bar, where we sat for a demonstration of two of their signature cocktails. The first was the Sacher Martini, with apricot and citrusy notes, created to go perfectly with the Sacher Torte. The second was a fresh and very visually appealing brew Negroni, perfectly matching the environment of the bar. After spending an hour or so relaxing while sipping at our cocktails, we came back to the room as I went to get ready for a relaxation time at the spa. The spa area is also beautifully decorated with a classical but modernized style. I had a 1 hour fully body relaxing massage, a most perfect way to finish the afternoon of my second day at the Sacher. When I got back to the bedroom, night had fell almost completely over Vienna, and it was time to get ready for our last sweet treat of our very festive stay in this beautiful and so very classical city. We went down to Café Sacher and ordered a slice of the most famous original Sacher Torte and tried also an original Sacher fudge sea, along with a warm cup of tea surrounded by the beautiful scenario of this iconic Viennese cafe. After visiting the Sacher store and buying a couple of souvenirs for the family, we went on a last stroll around the city center before getting back to our room, where I prepared myself a bath to relax for the rest of my last evening in the beautiful Vienna. I hope you enjoyed this second video of my stay in Vienna at Christmas time. I hope you join me on my next one, this time in Paris.